Good afternoon, fellow subscribers and curious new viewers. Welcome to the Anti-Gravity Room. Once again, we are doing some Marvel Legends openings. Today, I have for you the new, but old, school Wolverine in the brown suit. Fucking looks awesome. Just, like, looking at it now, I can't even believe that we have this. Because, like, we haven't seen this suit in, what, 20 years? And it really, it has a lot of, like, people like it, but for some reason they always reiterate the yellow and blue, the Fox Kids one over and the other Jim Lee one over and over and over again. And this, to me, is, like, the Jim Lee Wolverine, like, on my X-Men #1, like, that's the Wolverine that's on the front of it. So this is, like, the best possible costume for Wolverine. This is the only Wolverine figure I would actually be excited about buying, because Wolverine's not really a favorite character of mine, and I know it probably is a favorite character of yours, guys. And there's the Juggernaut head. Eventually I'm going to be doing a customization of this Juggernaut Build-A-Figure for Colossus Juggernaut version. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do probably like some sort of like documentary, and we'll do it together. But there he is in the box. He also comes with a set of unclawed hands, which is pretty cool, I think. Also, if you hear any Raz or hammer downs in the other room, that's Lexi. She's in the other room playing Overwatch. She's on a streak though, so I don't want to interrupt her. So if you hear Reinhardt fucking swinging his hammer away, that's what it is. Let's take a look at the side here. I'm really liking the box arts on these X-Men. There he is swinging. And let's check out the back. Virtually indestructible, always ready for a fight. Wolverine's specialty is sending bad guys running. That's really like a fucking shitty description of him, but there he is. Again, cool box art. And there's the rest of the wave. Wolverine, Kitty Pryde, Iceman, Havoc, Rogue, Phoenix, Cable, and all by his lonesome. You got Deadpool, not part of the Build-A-Figure, and they build the Juggernaut, which will be Colossus for us. Alright, and there he is, Wolverine, out of the box. I gotta say, right away, this thing is way fucking better than the older one, the last one, the Toys R Us exclusive with the strife in it. This one blows that one into the water. Holy fuck, let me tell you what the fuck right now. The only thing I have a problem with right away is you'll notice on my figure feet, it has kind of a squished head syndrome, which is weird. All of my little things are like really curved in. I'm sure I could blow dry them out, but they're like super, almost looks like a weird squished head syndrome. But other than that, this figure's awesome, okay? He is way shorter than the old Wolverine, let me tell you. I'll get into that in a bit when we do the size comparison, but he's got that. He's got double jointed shoulders, like Spider-Man, fucking awesome. He's got more dynamic head movement, more crunch, and he's got more of a hunchiness, just natural hunch to his shoulders and his neck area, which is fucking awesome. His legs are just shorter in the mold. Oh my god, this thing is fucking awesome. And I don't even like Wolverine. His claws, you'll notice too, are a little bit more white than they are steel colored. That's okay to me. It makes them actually kind of pop a little bit more, to be honest. But you can take them off. I wouldn't recommend taking them off too much because it's like a really brittle plastic. Some people are like, oh, you can just take them right off. I'm like, I really don't think they're supposed to have that done to them. That's why they come with these. So I wouldn't recommend popping them on and off. But if you're going to do it once if you want the steel ones. But I think the white ones are awesome. But yeah, there he is. Paint apps, not bad either on mine. Like, I actually got straight lines with no blotches. Pretty solid. Take a closer look at his face here. I got a little blotch on the top of his mask there. That's not so bad. I also would have preferred Hasbro. I mean, you did a pretty good job on this, but just throw a little arm hair like you did on the other Wolverine. Just a couple little nibs. Like that. And then we would have been square. But all in all, very good stuff. Let's get into the articulation of this figure. Alright guys, here we go with the articulation. He is actually better articulated than most Marvel Legends, especially considering how short he is. We have all the way left. Oh my god. He can exorcist all the way around. He can go Oh my goodness, I don't think that's supposed to happen. But luckily he has regeneration ability. Boom, it's right back on. How do you like that? Looks up. Looks all the way down. He has double jointed shoulders. He's got, that's right, the all the way back for like a nice little wind up kind of swing. And he's also got all the way forward for when he's doing his little, I'm flexing out here. So that's pretty sweet. He's got a swivel at the bicep. He's got double jointed elbows. They're kind of fucking weird though, the way that the muscle works. It's shitty double jointed elbows, let me tell you. He's got a rotational fist and a pivot. Pretty sweet stuff. Same as the other arm, obviously. You can take the claws off, like I mentioned earlier, but I wouldn't recommend doing it too much. They're a little pliable, but it's a thin plastic, so you don't want to be bending them too much either. I would just get like a hot blower and blow them into place if that's like what your thing is you want to do. The only thing he doesn't have is a waist rotation. Oh my god. He would have been perfect if he had the waist rotation. He does not. He does have a really good ab crunch, though. He can lean really far forward for his classic Wolverine kind of. And then he can go all the way back if he's doing a limbo at like the X-Mansion, if they're having a beach party or something, like an X-Men annual 97, 96. There's one where they're having a pool party and they're barbecuing and shit. He's doing the limbo. But yeah, they have these. He also has these short little tiny legs. Look at how tiny they are. They're awesome. He can rotate at the thigh. He's got double jointed knees. Once again, they're shitty double jointed knees. He's got ankle pivot and foot rotation, and his boots are like a pliable, not super pliable, but like the same as his mask. You can alter them a little bit if you needed to. He's also got this giant stamp on his leg. I wish they put on his dark boot instead, but whatever. And there's Wolverine's bum, and he's got his red belt. But yeah, just like quickly here. Like, look at how much shorter that leg is compared to the other Wolverine. Like, oh man. So crazy. But let's get right into some size comparisons, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And as always, there he is next to Spider-Man, the figure I always use. Spider-Man is an average height of about 6 inches tall. And let me say, he looks like Kobe fucking Bryant next to Wolverine right now. Like, Jesus Christ, he's way taller. This looks fucking spot on. Excellent. Alright guys, let's take a look and see what this Wolverine measures in at. I'm going to say 5.5 inches. Oh, pretty close. If you don't count his ears, he's 5.5. But if you count his ears, he's about 5 3/4. But there he is. That little blurred out number there, that's a 5. But yeah. So he's definitely the right size. Oh man, I'm so stoked about this 5.5 foot tall Wolverine. Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? So there's the two Wolverines next to each other. The last Wolverine from the X-Men Toys R Us wave with Strife and whatnot, and then there is the newest Wolverine. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, look at this, like, look at how actually fucking size appropriate the new one is compared to the old one. The old one is fucking like 10 feet tall. He's like fucking taller than Spider-Man. What the fuck? Oh my god, this new Wolverine is so much better. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't even believe how much better it is. Wolverine to me is a character that never gets the proper size treatment, especially after Hugh Jackman being like fucking, 6'1", playing him for the last 10 years. It's like really irritating me. He's got almost like, if any of you are Dragon Ball Z fans, he got the Vegeta treatment, where Vegeta started off like really, really short in the early seasons, and then as the show progressed, he's like almost as fucking tall as Goku now. Like, he's a little bit shorter, but he's like relatively as tall as Goku, and he used to be fucking like a little taller than Krillin. It's like, it's ridiculous how when like the character gets popularized, they're like, well, he's too fucking short. We have to, like, why can't there just be a short man's hero? There's no fucking superhero for short people? Unreal. This Wolverine blows it. Get out of here. This one, oh my god. So much better. And there he is next to a couple of his X-Men buddies. And I gotta say, he's short. He's way shorter than Rogue. He like comes up to like her neck, but just about the giant titties of hers. So yeah, size appropriate Wolverine, spot on Hasbro. And like, I've been going on about this for the last minute and 45 seconds. And it's not hard to please me. Just fucking do what you're supposed to do, and I'm happy. And there's a look at the Juggernaut head that comes with it. He's kind of fucked up. cracked up yellow teeth. They're all crooked. And you can see his red-haired eyebrows and blue eyes in there. That's about all you can really see in there. I'm not sure if the detailing is actually... Yeah, no, the head just kind of cuts off halfway here. So, it's just the face, eyes down. Alrighty, guys, and that is it for my review of Marvel's Wolverine from the X-Men Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. I like the figure a lot, as you can tell. I've been ecstatic about it since I opened it. It's size appropriate. It's the fucking best costume. He's got good posability. It looks like Wolverine. I don't know. It's the paint job's done nicely. You know what, Hasbro? If you just do a good job, then I'm gonna say nice things. And this is so far. This wave is spot on. It is worth your money. And that's a question some people ask me, like, well, why should I watch your channel? What does your channel do different than, say, like Shartimus or something? No discredit to them, because they're awesome. They're way better reviewers than I am. But they get their figures sent to them. They get promotional things. They make money for reviewing figures for companies. I pay money to have these figures and review them for you guys. I tell you, if you want to spend your own hard-earned money on these things, and a lot of times I don't want you to spend your own hard-earned money on these things. It's easy for me to get something for free and say, oh, well, yeah, this is a pretty solid figure, you know, I got this problem with it, but it's pretty good. Like, no, it's not. It's fucking shit if it's shit. Like, don't, like, because you got it for free, you can't say it's so great or it's this and that. It's not. It's not worth your, especially here in Canada, it's not worth $34 for some of these Marvel Legends each, because they fucking suck. This wave has been spot on, and if they keep it up, then I fully endorse buying more Marvel Legends, because, like, this is the way it should be. Posability, quality, characters you want, done properly. It's not that hard. Anyway, this Wolverine, 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. It's near perfect. Like, if it just had a little bit of the twist was there, and the claws were just a little bit closer, it would get that last little 0.5 to get to perfect. But this is a near perfect figure, let me tell you. It's awesome. I highly suggest spending your $34 Canadian or your $25 American. Pick it up as soon as you can, because they're going to fly quickly, especially because this is the Jim Lee variant, and people seem to really like the 90s X-Men stuff. Remember, guys, if you like the video, make sure to hit that like button. We appreciate it so much here. And if you're already a subscriber, you know what's up. If you don't, hit the subscribe button. See more Marvel reviews. It's never going to hurt you. Take care, guys.